From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DBIC, the primetime capper, and it is time for the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles, and it is Saturday morning, and boy, oh boy, it is opening day of the wild card playoffs for us and everything like that. We got some great CBB going on today as well, too. We got about 8-9 games going on in the NBA as well, so it is a jam-packed day. Then I'm about to record horsing around for the race card January 9th for Santa Anita as well, too, after I get done with this. So we got a jam-packed day of sports and bets and money, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, let's go ahead and get it, man. I'm telling you, last night we came up a little short with the dog of the day. No, we didn't come up short. They got blew away, but it's all good. The Warriors came through last night with the plus 6.5. So, y'all always on my case about Steph. So, I rocked with them last night, so they went ahead and got us good. And then the Ball brothers last night. LaMelo Ball looked excellent last night in a great comeback that occurred for the Hornets and everything like that. I'm also filming Hoops 101 today, so, we'll talk a little bit about the baby Bulls today as well, too. That wasn't luck last night by them. Them boys is just killing it on the West Coast right now. Even though the Lakers did win, the Bulls was tough last night. So, all in all, man, it's going to be a busy day for your boy, but, man, I'm telling you, hey, the Clippers is the Clippers, dog, at the end of the day. See, the biggest problem with the Clippers is that they just think that they always are entitled to a win. They just not closing out games. They're making my boy Kawhi look bad. PG-13 is showing us how much of a loser he really is. I always thought he was a winner, to be dead honest with you, but nah. Paul George, man, don't even belong in L.A. Paul George need to be playing somewhere like in Washington somewhere, you know what I mean? Somewhere low-key, you know what I mean? Orlando somewhere, you know what I mean? Because that's where he fits at. But all in all, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to be ranting and raving too much because I got so much to talk to you guys about today. So let's go ahead and jump into this CBB first. And up first, we got the AAC, and then in the AAC today, we got South Florida. South Florida's in pretty much an even matchup today going against ECU, East Carolina today. So pretty much I'm going to take UCF. They are the road team today, so we'll see how it shakes out. Hopefully they can get us home and get us some good money in everything. So pretty much we'll see. We will see. So it's going to be USF minus 105, and then plus a 19 on Tulane as well, too. I see that we got Bills and Colts fans ready to roll this morning. I know my boy One Rye, he's a big Colts fan, so I know he's excited today. I know AP excited today, too. I know that Colts are your squad as well, too, so I know you guys are pumped up today. Playoff appearance with Old Man River. So, pretty much we'll get to the NFL in a moment. Let's just get college basketball out the way. We got Tulane today, plus 19. Tulane is just really like, this is what usually happens in the AAC, man. When they give out a big line like this one, plus 19, it usually gets covered because these games wind up being much closer than they are advertised on paper. So pretty much I'm taking a plus 19 on Tulane, and we'll go from there. All right, we move along, and let's go ahead and talk about the ACC. And Duke, I'm telling you right now, Duke, to me, I think Duke is really like pretty much they're not good this season. They got a lot of good little 5-star players, high schoolers, and all that good stuff. But sometimes these guys just don't mesh well together. And this group is not meshing well together at all. So pretty much they're 3-2 right now. Every time I've seen them play, the biggest problem with them is that they don't get back on defense consistently. Everybody's kind of thinking that since they're so skillful that everything is just going to fall in place and they'll be able to get a big win, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, though, Duke got to really scrape and they got to start fighting hard. They got to figure out how to play harder. You know what I mean? Pause. But still, learn how to play with a little bit more aggressiveness and, a little bit more urgency. But I think today is a good spot for them. They're going against a good Tobacco Road rival in Wake Forest, who's not really that good this season. So I truly do think that they can go ahead and run away with this one by 13 or better. They should really win this game by 20 or more. But, it's really difficult at Cameron Indoor when you don't have that crowd anymore. So it is what it is at the end of the day. And then we have NC State. I like NC State in this spot. NC State going against Miami today. I think that they should be able to take care of their business. NC State's been good at that all year long, and they are at home today. But, Miami does loom the danger on the road and everything like that. But still, I think NC State is good enough to win this game by 6 or better. I think they actually win I think they win by double digits as well today with the by 10 or better. So there it is, NC State minus 5.5. And then we got the Boston College. Boston College is the home team today. Going against Virginia. Virginia is helter-skelter what Virginia was a few years back when they won the national championship. And can we all just kind of believe that these guys are actually the last national champion that we had since we didn't have a tournament last year? So pretty much, Virginia still has that honor of saying that they're the national champions, but they don't look like a national championship team this season. But BC, it's always tough when we go up to Boston, especially when the game's an early game. This game is a little bit later in the afternoon, but still, that doesn't mean anything. I think Boston College has been playing some really good basketball. And all in all, I know this sounds crazy right now. This could be a possible upset in Boston today as well, too. So you got to keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes open on that one if you might want to cash out in that accord. But don't trip. I do have a dog pick 4 for you guys today as well, too. All right, we move on. And we got ourselves the Big 12 bets list today. Texas, very surprising today that they're going to be a dog. They're going to be going against they're going against West Virginia today. So pretty much I do like the spot that we have here, plus 115. And there it is, Texas money line, plus 115. And Baylor, I know this line might not be the right line because I just pretty much came up with it last night because they were kind of taking forever to bring this line out a little bit, and then I didn't really get to it this morning because I was writing a script for the other show. But all in all, though, I like Baylor today to cover. It doesn't matter. I think that -5 would be pretty much the ideal, but I know it's probably going to be a lot more than this. But all in all, though, Baylor winning by double digits today. That's how I'm feeling. Baylor is the best team in the nation. I'm going to explain that on my show as well, too. Thank you, bro. 12.5 line. I think that pretty much Baylor can cover that because Baylor's just that good this season. Baylor reminds me a lot of the old Rebels in a sense. They got a lot of athletes out there, shooters, guys that are just tough. You know what I mean? The guys those dark places where you go hoop at. That's what Baylor reminds me of, is that those guys can take you to the well. So pretty much Baylor, I guess I would be having the first half somewhat, but yeah, Baylor, we'll switch that up. We'll make sure we get that one right for you. I correct it for you. But the thing is, though, I do like Baylor with the 12.5 today. Let's go ahead and see how it checks out. I never like a road team with the 12.5, but this team is special. So we'll see how it goes today. And you'll hear more about Baylor today and get a better understanding about them with Hoops 101 today once I go ahead and break that down for you. We got Texas Tech today. I like them in this spot. Iowa State's been absolutely awful this season. So pretty much I do like Texas Tech to go ahead and take care of their business here. So we'll see how it shakes out. Texas Tech should be good for the money today. They should win this game by 10 or better, and we'll see how it goes. Now we got Kansas. Kansas going against a good old rival in Oklahoma today. I think, honestly, what happens here is that you wind up getting yourself into a spot today where you get a team that's going to wind up showing up today and pretty much doing what they have to do, because after getting embarrassed by Texas a few weeks back, Kansas better get the memo right now that they ain't the big bad giant of the Big 12 anymore. So they're going to have to really send a message, in my opinion, today. So that's what I'm banking on today, that they send a absolutely resounding message today to the old rival Oklahoma, and we'll see how it shakes out with that one. Then we got Kansas State today going against Oklahoma State. This is always a tough game for Oklahoma State when they have to travel to Manhattan. So I'm going to go with the Wildcats today. Wildcats. Man, that who remembers that movie? Goldie Hawn was the coach. Wildcats. Which cause I used to always be I used to always crack up on the cover when you used to see it at Blockbuster or something like that. So pretty much plus 7.5 to Kansas State today. The Wildcats. Let's see how they go ahead and do for us today. But this is a good spot for that as well too. This is a possible upset. I know they're a 5-7 team, but this is a Saturday home game in the Big 12. Anything goes. So we move forward, and here we are with the Big East. And in the Big East today, I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice a little bit. I'm going to take St. John's with the plus 13.5 on the road today. I know that probably Crichton will be a big play, but I'm going to go ahead and take the 13.5 on St. John's today. We're going to see how that shakes out. We got DePaul today at home as well, too. That line was still taking forever. I would think that they would have been a plus 6 or something of that nature moving forward. Thom, what's the number that you're getting for this one? Am I on the money with this one? Because if not, I can go ahead and correct this one as well, too. But DePaul with the plus points today. I do like them plus 6, DePaul. Let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. And then you got UConn. UConn's in a good spot tonight. They're going against Butler. Butler is not playing Butler basketball at this moment. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and take UConn with the minus 150. And we'll see how it goes. And pretty much that's the Big East bets list for you guys tonight. And I think that this is a really good group that we got here. And we'll see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out, and we move forward from there. Now we got ourselves the Pac-12. In the Pac-12, we're going to double back on Cal here. Cal, actually, they didn't take care of us the other day, but it's okay, Cal. It is okay. We'll go ahead and we'll try to get this one back because Washington's the worst team in the Pac-12 this season, and they're not really good on the road at all this year as well, too. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cal here with the minus 150. Hopefully they can go ahead, make us look real good today, get themselves a nice win over the team that's sitting at the bottom of the conference. All right, so we move on. All right, so DePaul is plus 3.5 now, so y'all can money line them as well, too. So pretty much we move forward from there, and we got the plus 7.5 on Wazoo. Plus 7.5 Wazoo. Stanford cannot be trusted with a big spread. Stanford is running with one player, and everybody else is just out there, kind of running up and down the floor, doing what they can do, but they got a really, really good player in Dakari. So pretty much, I think Wazoo is playing good team ball, great chemistry there as well, too. So we'll take the plus 7.5 on Wazoo and move forward. And then we have ourselves USC. USC looking for the Arizona sweep this weekend. They're in Tempe tonight going against the Sun Devils, playing against Arizona State. So I think USC will be good enough in this spot tonight to go ahead and get themselves a big win over Bobby Hurley and the gang. And just, take care of their business, get the sweep, get back on out to L.A. and, get ready for the next week's games. We got UCLA playing against Arizona tonight. UCLA, I think, is the best team in the Pac-12 this year when it comes down to total team and best coaching and things of that nature, because pretty much, they got a lot of good players out there, and, they're kind of flying up under the radar a little bit, but, UCLA guys UCLA always got 2 or 3 guys that are going to go to the league. So pretty much picking up Johnny Juzang, that was huge from Kentucky, and I think that UCLA should be able to win this game tonight. USC absolutely romped Arizona the other day, and it's just not the same Arizona as what you would assume, because Arizona's going through a lot with that whole sanctioning issue and everything like that. So pretty much I do like UCLA a lot more in this spot, so I'm taking them with the plus 135. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we got Utah plus 115 home doggy dog going against Oregon, and I think that this will be a really good day for Utah. Utah needs a breakout game, and Oregon seems like a good victim for that today as well, too. So I know Oregon's seen as one of probably the best team because they've been ranked pretty much all season, but I think today they wind up getting swept over here in the what we would call the Mountain series for teams, because you play against Colorado, then you play against Utah. You don't go, and those states are right next door to each other, so it's not like it's the interstate games or anything like that. These are the two different states and all that good stuff. So there it is, Utah money line plus 115. Let's see how it shakes out, and we move forward from there. And we're gonna finish up with the SEC bets list. We got Auburn today, home dog in the big rivalry game against Alabama. We're gonna take them with the plus 5.5. Let's see how that one shakes out. Then we got Vandy today, plus 145 at home. I think that they're going to go ahead and take care of their business today. They got to get a big win at some point this season, and I think today is the day that they get themselves a really good victory, because the spot lines up for them to get a good win over here against Mississippi State. So I'm taking Vandy with the plus 145. Let's see how it shakes out. Then we got Texas A&M today. I like Texas A&M today. I think that they should be able to cover the plus 10.5. They're at home as well, too. So we'll see how it goes. And then I'm about to go big today. I got Georgia money line. That's plus 330 today. I think Georgia's going to be good money. They're in pretty much an even spot today against Arkansas. They're 7-2. Arkansas is 9-2. Both these teams have been flying up under the radar all season when it comes to just rankings and the conference in general. And so this is going to be a really good game, in my opinion. It's going to wind up probably being the game of the day, and I think Georgia squeaks this one out, gets us a big, nice win over here in Arkansas. When I want to go to Fayetteville and go get us a win, I can get us a win. So let's see how it shakes out today, and let's roll from there. So there it is, Georgia money line plus 330. But man, I'm just thinking about Arkansas right now, bro. Dude, like, I'm telling you, like, if for all my people that remember the 90s, man, Arkansas was, they don't get enough love, but Arkansas was nice with Corliss Williamson and all those guys, man. And beating Duke, everybody loved it when they beat Duke. You know what I mean? And then Bill Clinton was at the game and all that stuff, so it was a big deal with them. Then you got Florida minus 4.5. We're gonna see how this one goes. Florida, Kentucky. This is a tough call though. You know what I mean? But whenever we go down to Florida, it is always a tough game for anybody when they got to go play in Gainesville. And they call it, the Thunderdome, Terror Dome, something. So pretty much Florida, go ahead and take care of your business, win this game by 6 or better. We'll see how it shakes out. Kentucky is hard to trust this season. They're going through the same issues as Duke. They got chemistry issues because they got freshmen that don't play well together. It's just y'all all the same players. So you know what? It's tough because everybody jousting for that NBA spot, and they not showing up winning games. This is winding up being just like when Nerlens Noel went to Kentucky. You know what I mean? So pretty much when they had that awful team that actually had a losing record as well too. You know what I mean? And I remember they had guys that before the season started, they were going to be top 10 guys. Half of them didn't even get picked. Noel only got picked because he's a giant. You know what I mean? So it is what it is at the end of the day. And then we end up with Ole Miss here. Final game here. I think Ole Miss should be good to go. This is really a toss-em-up spot, but I think Ole Miss will be good for us today. Get us the money, and we'll go from there. Ole Miss minus 145. Let's see how it shakes out, and we move forward. And we got a little bit more college basketball, but we'll be quick because these is picks. This is the pick 6 for you guys today. And in the pick 6, as you guys can see, I went ahead and I kind of spread out the conferences a little bit. And we got the big Georgetown Syracuse game today as well too. So pretty much what I'm doing here, I love Vermont today. In the Binghamton game, they should win that game they should win by 20 today, but we'll see how it goes. Let's just win by 12 so we can cover the spread. That's what we're praying for, but 20 looks like 20 or better, in my opinion, is taking care of business for us, okay? And then we got Miami today. Miami's in a good spot. They're going against a team that's really not that good in conference play. And pretty much I really do think Miami should take care of their business, win this one by 10 or better. Let's see how it shakes out. And then Georgetown. Georgetown, bro, it's a lot of love for y'all. But one thing is, though, got to stop living in the 90s, though. We got to stop. John Thompson, rest in peace. And he wouldn't be able to put up with this right now. Pretty much the school has not been the same since he stepped down 20 some odd years ago. His son did an okay job. Patrick Ewing's kind of ruining it a little bit with, not having guys sticking around, guys leaving left and right. So pretty much Georgetown is a wash this season. They're over here waiting on a recruiting class for next season. So we'll see how it goes. But Georgetown, just because Georgetown and Syracuse are hated rivals and we know how their games go, the plus 10 looks like it's mandatory because it should happen, honestly. Syracuse never blows them away. And every time you think Georgetown's not going to be up to it, they wind up winning the game and, getting a big upset, all that good stuff. So pretty much, Georgetown, I want you guys to get back. The Big Ten is back to the Big East is back to normal. Connecticut back in it, and it would be fun to see Georgetown get back to being at the top of the echelon in in college basketball's greatest conference. So we'll see how it goes. But plus 10 on Georgetown today. We'll see how it shakes out. Then Morehead State in a smaller college game today. We're going to go ahead and take them over Jacksonville State with the plus 105. And then I'm gambling here a little bit. I know St. Joe's is not really up to par like that, but they got themselves a spot today where this is their game where it's a gimme game where they're supposed to win this game by double digits or better. They're playing against Albany. Albany's not a bad team, but Albany doesn't play against teams like St. Joe's on a regular basis. So pretty much St. Joe's, take care of your business today. Make us look good, dog. Make Philly look good here in this game against the upstate boys, the Albany boys. So we'll see how it goes, St. Joe's. And then we're going to go ahead and take that 32-point lead to start a game, and that's going to be with Portland. Portland's the home team in this spot, too. And I know they're going against the number one team in the nation in Gonzaga, but I do like the 32.5. I think that they lose by 30 or less. So how about that? All right, so we move on, and now we have the dog pick 4. And in the dog pick 4, we got Ohio State, who's tipping off in 30 minutes against Rutgers. I like them with the plus 165. This is a get-back game as well, too. So we're going to see how this one shakes out. But I do like Ohio State today with the plus 165. Let's see how it goes. Then we got Illinois State going against Evansville today. I like them with the plus 170. And I'm pretty much saying that they should romp, they should roll, get us a good win here as well, too. And then you got LaSalle going against UMass today. This is always a toss-up game between these two. UMass is I can't never trust UMass, really. And LaSalle has played some pretty surprising good basketball. They played some bad basketball this season as well, too. But in spots where people don't see them coming, they usually show up and have a really good game. So I'm going to take them with the plus 180 today, and let's see how that shakes out. And then home dog today. We're going to take Central Michigan. That's going to be the dog of the day right there. Well, really, Georgia's the dog of the day because they are a plus 330 right now. So pretty much you guys can mark that down as well too. But this is the one that is going to put us over the top here, get us this 60-1 home. So pretty much Central Michigan going against Bowling Green today. I think they're good in this spot. They took care of us a few weeks ago with the 20-point win as a 6-point dog as well too. So I think we can double that back because we're at home today, and we'll see how it shakes out. That's going to be the dog pick 4 for college basketball, and that's going to be a wrap on college basketball. I know I talked a lot of college basketball, but college basketball got like 150 games going today. So I only gave y'all about 10% of them. So pretty much here we are on to the NBA Super High 5. And in the NBA Super High 5, our dog of the day today is the Wizards. The reason why I'm going with the Wizards is the dog of the day today. We had the Celtics last night as our premium, 4.5. So you see, me and probably my clients as well too. We got a 25-point lead midway through the third quarter. Ain't nothing to worry about. 54-79, whatever. Then I look up, it was 79-96 at the end of the third quarter. Then I looked up and it was 7 minutes left to go in the game. And for some crazy reason, the Wizards found themselves only down 4 points last night. Even though the Celtics still wound up covering the game later on, that's absolutely incredible. That team went on pretty much a 16 to went on a 16-3 run last night, and that's pretty good against a very good defensive team in Boston. Tonight, they flip it back around, and they're going against a team that, honestly, to me, they can beat. Seriously. The Miami Heat are really good and everything like that. But can they keep up with the Wizards in scoring tonight? And it's a home game, and those games give you a confidence boost as well, too. And I know the Wizards aren't playing the world's greatest defense right now, but the Heat aren't really scoring that many buckets right now as well, too. So I truly do like the Wizards today in this game, plus 220, to give us a shock value win on a Saturday night. And when you lose like they did last night and you come back in a game like that, you can take that into tonight's game and play big. And that's what I'm betting on tonight with the Wizards with the plus 220. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we got the Hawks and the Hornets meeting up for the second time this week. The Hornets did get the better of them in the first game, and I know that we had the under, me and my clients, in that first game as a premium play the other day. So pretty much today, now since they know each other a little bit, it should be an over. And after the effort that the Hornets put in last night, it was pretty exhausting. So defense is going to be maybe won't be as good as it was last night, because this is a different beast, and I feel like kind of the Pelicans got up and they kind of quit a little bit last night. So pretty much it is what it is at the end of the day. The over 227.5 Hawks Hornets, and I know everybody's gonna be looking forward to the Trae Young Melo Ball matchup, but really you need to be looking forward to the Trae Young Terry Rozier matchup, because that's who's the scoring man. That's the lead scorer for their team, and then right after that it's gonna be Gordon Hayward. So that's what you're really looking at: John Collins, Trae Young versus Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier, featuring LaMelo Ball. All right, so we got the Spurs -5. I cannot touch anything with the Wolves right now. The Wolves are playing horrendous basketball. We kind of expected that as well too. When you get lazy in the draft and you just take a guy because they tell you to take a guy. So pretty much the Spurs, I think they should romp. Spurs got 2 really good wins in LA this week. As well too. They were able to beat up on the Lakers the other night, and they were able to beat up on the Clippers a couple nights before that. So I think they can take that momentum easily into the night and absolutely terrorize the lowly Wolves. The Wolves are just, oh man, they got to make some moves, man. They gotta appease them boys, man. In my opinion, they got to take care of their stars, dude. And I don't think they're taking care of their stars the way that they should. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and take the Spurs tonight -5. And then we got the under 222.5 Cavs Bucs 12.5 point spread to the Bucs tonight as well too, who lost last night to the Jazz. That was disappointing last night. Like, they got beat by like 14, 15 points last night, and it's really, this team is not the same team, but it's still early in the season. They're still trying to gel, and once Drew Holiday gets comfortable with this team, I expect the Bucs to probably be back at the top of the Eastern Conference. But that thing that they had the other day with the power ranking saying that they were the number 1 team in the league, that's an absolute joke. That's not real at all. They are nowhere near one of the best teams in the league right now. They're barely in the top 5, in my opinion. So pretty much under 222.5 Cavs Bucs. That's where we're going tonight. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we have, last but not least, we got the Kings tonight, and this is a possible upset as well, too. The Kings are one of the toughest home teams in the league, especially on a Saturday night. And then, the Blazers coming in here all cocky all the time and all that good stuff. So pretty much tonight, the Kings, if they can play some offense tonight, get some scoring tonight from Buddy, and get De'Aaron Fox going as well, too, they should be good, and they should be able to get themselves a good cover night, if not the victory. Okay, so +6 on the Kings tonight. This is going to give us a 42-1 ticket, and let's see how it shakes out. Now let's go ahead and move on. And I already know this is what everybody pulled up for. Let's talk about the NFL, but first let's talk about the weekend in general. This is how I'm doing the weekend. I'm doing the NFL PrimeTime PK6. 52-1, -6.5 on the Bills. Let's see how it shakes out. This one is going to be a good one as well, too. I think that it's going to be a great game, but I think the Bills just are going to be way too much for the Colts today. They're going to terrorize the old man, Rivers. And I know a lot of people, this is a spot, though, that could be a possible upset. I would say the spread is a little bit fishy in a sense, but then it makes sense because the way that Buffalo's been playing the last few weeks, just lights out, just destroying teams. It makes all the sense in the world, and it is lining up to be a Bills blowout in my opinion as well too. So I honestly think today, if everything goes according to plan, the Bills win by 2 touchdowns or better in this spot. I just think that Phillip Rivers is about to get sent down. It's about to be happy trails for Phillip Rivers. If you're the coach, you need to be thinking about getting this quarterback for next season. And pretty much I'll have that for you guys in a second. I got individual bets for each game that we got today. I'm just going to go over the pick six real quick. We got the Seahawks today, minus 170. I know that I probably don't need them to be a money line today, but let's just go ahead, spend the extra money, ensure the victory here, ensure the ticket cashing, and we'll go from there. You know what I mean? Minus 170 Seahawks. Let's see how it shakes out. And then the final game of the night tonight, we got the under 44.5 Bucs and the Washington football team. Honestly, I think Chase Young is on to something. Tom Brady's not going to be that quick tonight, dude. And this is not like playing with the Patriots. And let me give you guys a little bit of game. You know, you remember who the Carolina Panthers played in the conference championship when they went to the Super Bowl a few years back? They played the Cardinals, and they smoked the Cardinals. A year or so before that, they played the Cardinals again, and they beat them again in a wild card game when they were like a 7-9 or something of that nature. All it is that my point is this, is that Bruce Arians has a tough time against Ron Rivera, and this is what the game comes down to. Coaching. That's what the playoffs is all about. This is when coaching is significant in the playoffs, okay? And game plans are really significant as well, too. And I think what happens here, I'm not saying that the Bucs are going to lose this game, but the Bucs are not going to have a walk in the park tonight. They're going to have to really fight and scrape to win this game, and Tom Brady's going to have to do a little bit more than just backing up and hoping that Mike Evans and Brown are wide open as soon as he steps 3 steps back. Okay, this is going to be a toughie. I looked at everything. I gave you guys all the notes in the world to show you that Washington does have a fighter's chance, a puncher's chance in this game, and the spread is saying that as well too. So let's see how it shakes out, but I do like the under 44.5 Bucs Washington football team. And then we have the Titans, and the Titans is the big dog this weekend. I know everybody's just like, you tripping. And I'm like, okay. From what I'm hearing, Alex Smith is playing. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Tampa Bay's missing a few starters, and then y'all got Grandpa Brady at quarterback as well too, bro. You know, he played y'all early like he was still with the fountain of youth and everything like that, but that man is old. So pretty much you have to be prepared for that. Same thing goes for the Saints game tomorrow as well too. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared with these over 40 quarterbacks, man, that they may not show up and be detrimental to their team. So pretty much the Titans, though, I love them. I think everybody's overexcited once again about the Ravens. This is the 3rd year in a row where the Ravens are going to take it all. Lamar is the best thing to ever walk on a field. Lamar is awesome, but Lamar is playing backyard in the middle of the street, run out the way football, pretty much. So, you know, I think that pretty much what happens here is that, I would think that Alex Smith is a go today, to be dead honest with you. But if he doesn't play, then they still got the running game. The backup quarterback didn't look that bad. You know what I mean? He was a little bit better than Haskins. And, you know, they'll figure out some way to, take the air out of the game a little bit. And I'm saying right now, the defense has to be the star for Washington today, regardless of anything. You know what I mean? They can't depend on it's the playoffs, dog. It's going to take a lot for him not to play. Like, seriously, like, he going to have to be, like, not being able to walk not to play, in my opinion. So, we'll see how it goes. But I like Washington with the under 44.5 today. We banking on the defense today. That's who we trust. It's a walk with me situation, and hopefully the Washington football team sets up to play some great defense and play valet for their offense today. It's that simple. All right, and pretty much so. The Titans, I love them as a dog, and it is what it is. pretty much this is going to be a good spot for them. And I think the plus 155 is going to work out very well. And pretty much you guys they're overselling the Ravens again. They got one player that's going to supply pretty much 80% of the offense. You cannot do that in the playoffs, dog. You just can't do that. You got to figure out a way to where your running backs are able to do their job too, and your receivers are able to do their job as well too. You know what I mean? It can't be all about Lamar getting 420 total yards and you guys still lose by 16 points. Come on, you guys. Like, think. There is such things as being a ball hog in football as well too. So you have to get a total team effort from the Ravens. You can't have this one man versus 11 situation that the Lamar seems to keep running into when they keep playing these playoff games. So pretty much there it is. I'm going with the team that's beaten this team twice in the last few years, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so pretty much, bro, the NBA Super High Five will be right here, man. As soon as we end the show, you can watch the replay, my boy. I can't go back because we very busy today. That's why I tell people try to get in here on time. No, then everybody knows the rule, man. So pretty much it's nothing against you, brother. All right, so over 47, Bears and Saints. This one right here is shit. Reason why I'm doing this is because the Bears have averaged over 36.5 points the last 4 weeks of the season. Trubisky should be able to get some touchdowns in, and pretty much, this game is going to be a really good game in a sense. You're going to think that it's going to be a defensive matchup, but it's going to wind up being a whole lot of scoring, or it's going to wind up like this. The Saints get another big-ass blowout, and they wind up scoring 40-some-odd points, and the Bears wind up, scoring some touchdowns as well, too. So, over 47, Bears, Saints, let's see how it shakes out. And then the finale. Browns, Steelers. Steelers talking too much. And when you start talking too much, in my opinion, you scared. I think that what happens here is that the Browns have themselves a day. They may not win, but this is going to come down to the final minutes. It's going to come down to the field goal kicker. And literally, that's what's going to happen here. So, +6, Browns. Let's see how it shakes out. That's how I'm feeling here. Let's go. This is going to be the game of the weekend because these teams hate each other, and they're going to hate each other even more after this. So, we'll see how it goes. Juju talking trash, too. So, be ready for him to get lit up as well, too. So, it is what it is. Or the Steelers get to lighten up on their side. So, we'll see how it goes, and we move from there. All right. So, here we are. Got ourselves the playoff bets for today. As before, like on the pick six, we got the Bills -6. Then we got the Bills over 29 team total today as well, too. And then the over 51.5. I think that is absolutely an alley-oop slam dunk situation for us today. So that's where I'm going here. And that's going to be our ticket here for the Colts and Bills. Single what you like here. So once again, -6 on the Bills. Bills over 29 team total and over 51.5 here as well, too. And then we have ourselves this game. And I have some angles on this game already from what I did on Vegas scoreboard this week as well, too. So you guys can check that out on the Twitter. And pretty much Seahawks, you guys saw it on the pick six. And it's going to be over 170. And then this one is going to be -1.5 first half and over 42. Where are you getting over 60 from, bro? Like, both these teams, let's see. The reason why they got the lowest over-under of the weekend is simply because Seattle hasn't covered a game where they've went under in the last 8 games in a row. After the first 7 games of the season, they only went under once. So pretty much right now, Seattle hasn't went over in a long time. And the Rams are 4-12 when it comes to over and unders this year. Not win or loss, but pretty much 12 of their games have went under this year. So literally 80% of their games have went under this year. So when you get numbers like that, usually what happens, you get a point explosion. And I think that this game will wind up finishing up 24-21, to be dead honest with you today. So that's why I'm going ahead taking the taking the Seahawks today, minus 170. I think that what happens here is that literally, pretty much it's going to get down to -3, and then maybe somebody might get cute and get it down to -2.5. But most likely it's going to sit right there at the 3. So I don't want the push, so I'll take the insurance and spend a little bit more and take the Seahawks today as well, too. So there it is. There it is. And so we have our final game, and as I said before, Washington, I trust your defense today. I think that if they can get themselves a defensive touchdown, this is a whole different type of game. And I think that it's possible they can get themselves 2 or 3 turnovers today as well too, because Brady is not as cerebral as he was 5 years ago. He threw some picks this year, even though Brady literally broke so many records for the Bucs this year as well too. But the come on, man, that offense is catered for records to be broken every single season with that franchise. So +9, Washington football team. Okay, Alex Smith may not play, so we're going to have to depend on a backup, but really we already had to depend on a running game anyway. So Gibson is our guy today, and he's going to have to be able to push through for this team as well, too. So then we got the under 44.5 as well, too. That one I feel is the strongest bet here. I think that this game is going to be a real chess match, and really I'm banking on the fact that Ron Rivera has Bruce Arians' number as well, too. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll move from there. And then I got Washington scoring a touchdown in the first half for the team total. So there it is. Those are the bets for the NFL, and those are the bets for everything today as well, too. So as you guys can see, we got a jam-packed show. I was trying to make the show 30 minutes today, but we wind up making the show almost 45 minutes today because we got so much to talk about. So there it is. There it is. Be back tomorrow with some more college basketball, some more NBA. You guys be on the lookout for the horsing around as well too, about to film that as soon as I get this uploaded and everything like that for you guys. So I thank you so much for tuning in today once again, and you guys go ahead and check out the website primewavemedia.net. We got weekly, we got the weekend, we got the VIP, we got the monthly package for you. I got the horse racing package for you guys as well too, for the horse bettors. So you guys go ahead, check it out. See if you like it, and see if you want to move forward and be a part of the movement, baby, because that's what we doing. The movement is moving. So thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. Make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow once again at 8 a.m. for the next Premier Sports Betting Show with CBB, NBA, and NFL for you. And it is what it is. It's going to be a busy day for your boy. So pretty much clients are taken care of. They've already got their plays. And let's go ahead. Make sure you bet with your head, not with your heart. Viva la Mexico. Much love to Mexico today as well, too. Always a play. I love you guys. You guys are in here faithfully on every single day. Hopefully, and very soon, hopefully, we'll just have the show syndicated all throughout Mexico for all the sports bettors. So there it is. There it is. So this is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. And this is the Primetime Angles live on IG. And I am gone. Thank you for tuning in to the Primetime Angles, the Premier Sports Betting Show, hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Captain. This is a PrimeWave media production, and go ahead and press that subscribe button.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production,